Okay, crossing the border illegally is not a crime?
No, it's not a criminal act. Okay. It's a misdemeanor.
So why are they being sent back and saying that they're...
He gets so mixed up here. It's priceless. Watch. And I can't interrupt. I want to, but I can't.
If you get charged with a misdemeanor, that's not a criminal act.
Why get charged at all then, if it's not a criminal act?
Because we have different levels of crime. Everything is not the same.
So it is crime.
No,
it's just
we have
different
we have different levels of. I shouldn't say crime, but it's not. It's not. You're not. It's not a crime. You're not breaking the law. I mean, you are breaking the law.
You are
but
breaking
it's not
the law.
a criminal act.
You are.
No, you're not breaking the law.
No, you're not.
No one is saying no one should suffer the consequences. You guys are getting things mixed up, okay? What we're saying is that... Well, are we still on? We're still on. Okay.
What history book have you read? American history. Have you read American history? American history. Have you read it? You're not talking about that.
You want to talk about what was taken away from the Mexicans?
Bowler chaos.
Okay, that's getting out of hand.
Oh, no, come on.
Priscilla.
Come on.
Priscilla.
Uh-oh. Clinton Jaws. I know I shouldn't be doing this. Somebody gets angry inside the house when I do this, and it doesn't look good. I know that, but it's got me right now. It's got me. Okay? Don Lemon today. He's on the streets. I know how he wins debates. He doesn't win this one. But the guy lies. That's what he does. He lies. I'll put it out. It's not cool. Not cool. Don't do it. We're going to watch this video. I watched it live because I'm a psycho. I actually watched Don Lemon live. And can I tell you something? The guy, we got to give a little bit of credit before we make him look really stupid, okay? He's doing pretty good on his YouTube channel. Take a look at this. 1 million subscribers. Decent views. 40. Well, he hit the bed on that one. But 129, 16, 42. Then you go to his live streams. I would think he's getting $1 million. His channel's making $1 million, at least. Yeah. His live streams are, I don't even know why I'm showing you this. It's making me sick, actually. Anyways. We gotta watch. He's, I need a glass of wine here. You know, I wasn't going to say this, but me and the woman we're having a couple of drinks on the couch last night. This is how spoiled my kids are, and I'm a little bit worried. The daughter, how old is she? 12? She comes into the living room and is mad at us because we won't DoorDash toothpaste. We're like, Kylie, we're not doing that, Kylie. Well, why? Kylie, it's not happening. We're not DoorDashing toothpaste. And, by the way, we have toothpaste in the bathroom. The woman bought a year's supply of it, but nobody will use it because it's Colgate. Anyways, spoiled. I don't know why I shared that with you. Let's just get on. Well, it's Friday night, right? Maybe this can be long. Why not? Well, because you get punished if it's long. Oh, well. Don Lemon's on the streets. He was interviewing the mayor. The mayor's like right next to him. He's just down a block away. Not even a block. Half a block. He starts walking away from the interview, and somebody confronts him.
Is that what happens? You want to grab it there? So you grab the link?
Listen to what he says.
And that's it?
Listen to his words.
Is that what happens? You want to grab the link?
She wants to talk to you. She said you need to talk to people that have...
Okay.
It would be nice to hear different points of view and not just go for the mayor.
We're not doing a thing on people who are for the mayor. He's a mayor of the city, and we just want to know what's happening with immigration. Okay, so...
No, I'm not really, but I'm just saying, we're from Kansas City.
Okay.
But originally from Mexico. So I kind of...
Love Mexico.
Know what's going on.
Okay, but you don't live in Chicago?
No, we don't live in Chicago.
Okay. All right, well, thank you.
Why would she?
It's nice to meet you.
But we are for immigration, though. I mean, they have to do it legally, and they have to do it the right way. Mexico right now is doing mass deportations on all the people that stayed illegally.
Right.
Because that's how you manage a country. And it's not about hating people, myself as an immigrant. It's just about doing things the right way.
Yeah.
You know?
I understand that, but we don't like people being roughed up. America doesn't do that. America's about due process.
Roughed up.
And if you're going to come to this country, of course you need to do it legally. You need to follow the things. But in America, if you're going to go and pick someone up, you have to have due process. You've got to have a warrant.
Did you guys know that? You have to have a warrant if you're going to arrest somebody. Oh my God. This is how he debates. He tells her BS so he can win the debate. You don't need a warrant to arrest somebody. Police officer, help me. I'm getting stabbed to death. Hold on, ma'am. I got to go back to the precinct and write up a warrant. You don't need a warrant, Donnie.
America, if you're going to go and pick someone up, you have to have due process. You've got to have a warrant. You've got to show them that there is a reason to do it. There is, you know what I'm
Illegal?
saying? And so maybe in Mexico that's different, but we don't beat our people up here. We're not supposed to.
Mexico is in North America, so North America is a continent. So you do have to do things the right way. And anywhere.
But Mexico doesn't go by the same rules that we do. We're the biggest democracy in the country, in the world, and we believe that we treat people humanely here.
No, I get that, and the thing is that when you come from a country that is not the U.S., you really see the blessing coming to a country that has freedom, a country that gives.
I completely agree with you, but you also see the way that you should not treat people. And I don't think people are protesting out here because they're upset that they believe that people should just come over illegally. I think they're upset because of the way that they are doing it and that they are not going through the people. If you want to come to Chicago and you want to bring in the National Guard, you have to talk to the local officials and get their approval. That's how it works here. And you cannot just pick someone up and say, I'm going to grab you, whether they are undocumented or not,
Totally.
or documented or not.
Others the way that you want to be
Yeah, you can.
treated correctly.
Right. So I think that's why people are protesting.
Yeah, and I agree with that, you know.
Yeah.
That's really
That's good, and that applies anywhere. It doesn't matter what country, that applies everywhere.
I agree.
You want to be treated the way that you want to treat others.
Right. But if you come, you want to do it the proper way if you want to come.
Exactly,
Right.
exactly. And that's
Sure he
anywhere.
believes that.
So I think that also people need to understand that, because a lot of them have signs that said, no human is illegal. But once you enter the wrong way, doing it the proper way, you're breaking the law. And I think that we need to see both sides of
That's
it.
not a criminal act. And the president is a criminal, and he's in the highest office in the land. Coming over and being
The president's a criminal. Did you know that? Good point. Good debate point.
undocumented is not a criminal act. It does not deserve someone to be pushed to the ground and
It's not criminal.
It's not. And so if you
That's what we do, guys. That's what police do. They push them down and they handcuff them. No, police push them down because they're resistant, they're uncooperative, they're combative, and then they get hurt. Oh, we just push them down.
live, let me just tell you. I just got to be honest with you. If you come from a place like Mexico or whatever, you're from Mexico.
Yes.
If you come from a place like Mexico, you're right. We have amazing opportunities in this country, and the reason we have those is because we have a constitution where we treat people humanely, and we believe in immigration and people coming over. Not everybody comes over and they're going to do it the same way. Sometimes people come over under desperate situations and they need to get out, and we have to understand that. But the reason that we have all these things and that you love America is because people have due process. Is because we don't treat people inhumanely. It's because we don't beat people up. It's because we don't throw people in detention centers in horrible conditions.
Yeah, we do. Okay? 10 million of them at least came over here illegally during Biden. How else do you want to do it, Donnie?
That's why you love America. If we did that, then we would be the same as the places people are coming from, looking for more freedoms and more opportunities.
I also see a dark side of it, though, because now you see cities like California, Chicago.
You mean Los Angeles?
Whatever.
Yes, exactly. States like California, with cities like Los Angeles and other parts of California, Chicago, and then you see Portland, and then you see all these other places
going on in Portland.
where people are just breaking the law constantly, and they're just getting a slap on the wrist and send their way.
But
and
where's it? Portland? There's no There's no emergency. There's no crime.
Nothing going
In all
on
of these
there.
cities that you're talking about, crime is down.
Okay, when you see,
Always have
when you see
issues
those
with crime in
videos-
big cities.
When you see those videos on TV of people just going in stores and stealing merchandise and just running out with
That
them.
shouldn't
doesn't
happen, but what does that
happen.
have to do with
No,
immigration?
What I'm saying is that it has to do a lot with immigration, because you are saying that crossing illegally is not a crime. They're not breaking the law. That's my thing. If you
It's not a crime.
Go to
not a
Japan
crime,
and
guys.
try to do it illegally, and I
you know that?
guarantee you're
We
going to
don't live in Japan. That's the thing.
Okay, but what
Do you
I'm
want?
saying-
Do you want to live under Japanese rule? That
No.
you're making my point. You
No,
don't want
what
to
I'm
live
trying-
under a
No,
dictatorship.
what I'm
Wait,
trying to
listen to
tell
her.
you is that America is heading that way, because we're only giving slaps on the wrist instead of enforcing the law. So when
There
one
are
little
things that we need to work with, but we cannot brutalize people and not give them due process. Do we need to work on people who don't serve enough time in jail and other things? Absolutely. But that is not the same as immigration. And that, look, I think people should come here the right way. But also, I'm not in a dire situation where I'm going to judge how someone comes in the country when they are in fear of their lives or they have no opportunities. I'm not going to judge how they...
told me the president is a criminal, so that's judging.
No, I'm not judging. That's fact. How's that judging?
Okay, crossing the border illegally is not a crime?
No, it's not a criminal act. It's a
Okay.
misdemeanor.
So why are they being sent back
What?
and saying that they're breaking the law?
That's the point.
It's not a criminal act, guys. It's a misdemeanor. You can go to jail for a misdemeanor, but it's not criminal. You go to criminal court for misdemeanor, but it's not criminal. You can get a criminal record for a misdemeanor, but it's not criminal. Oh my God. Oh, now I need a cigarette. I used to smoke in the cop car. And they all got mad at me. I'm going to tell you something right now. There is nothing better than having a coffee in one hand, a cigarette in the other, and you're going lights and sirens to a call. And you got AC/DC on the radio. No kidding. True story. I got a note on my computer once. Did you know smoke damages computer screens? No, it doesn't. You're not stopping me.
Okay, crossing the border illegally is not a crime?
No, it's not a criminal act. It's a
Okay.
misdemeanor.
So why are they being sent back
Know
and
that?
saying that they're breaking the law?
That's the point.
Okay, as somebody that actually...
We don't know if they're breaking the law because they won't tell. There's no due process. Where's the evidence? That's the whole point. And if they are breaking the law, most people will say, okay, then they need to go if they're criminals. But if they're not, why are they being rounded up and sent out? Especially when he promised to deport the criminals. And now he's not doing that.
Yeah, I don't think we're going...
Misdemeanor is not a crime.
Listen to this guy.
So misdemeanor is not
It's
a
not a
crime?
criminal act. No, if you get charged with a misdemeanor, that's not a
So
criminal
why get
act.
charged at all then? If it's not a criminal act.
Because we have different levels of crime. Everything is not the same.
So it is crime.
No,
It's just
we
a
have
different
we
level.
have different levels of. No, it's actually,
So it is crime. Felony a crime, misdemeanor a crime. He gets so mixed up here. It's priceless. Watch. And I can't interrupt. I want to, but I can't.
It's
it's not a
crime.
criminal act. No, if you get charged with a misdemeanor, that's not a
So
criminal
why get
act.
charged at all then? If it's not a criminal act.
Because we have different levels of crime. Everything is not the same.
So it is crime.
No,
It's just
we
a
have
different
we
level.
have different levels of. No, I shouldn't say crime, but it's not. It's not. You're not. It's not a crime. You're not breaking the law. I mean, you are breaking the law.
You are
but
breaking
it's
the
not
law.
a criminal act.
Breaking the law.
It's
No,
breaking the law,
no,
but it's
you're
just
not
a
breaking the
different
law.
level
No, you're
of
not.
Misdemeanor is not
crime.
breaking the law.
No.
If you're
Can we just?
speeding,
We have to.
drinking,
We are
get
breaking the
pulled
law or
over,
we're not?
DUI.
It's not. You're not. It's not a crime. You're not breaking the law. I mean, you are breaking the law,
I mean, you
but it's
are.
not a
You
criminal
are.
act.
So it's breaking the law.
It's
No,
breaking the law, but it's
you're
just
not
a
breaking the
different
law.
level of
Misdemeanor is not
crime.
breaking the law.
No.
If you're speeding, drinking, get pulled over, DUI.
That's not a criminal act. Well, no.
It's a
If you're
misdemeanor.
speeding, is a misdemeanor.
It's a
Right.
misdemeanor. So it's still breaking the law.
Okay. Well, if you want to qualify that, we're doing semantics.
Because
But
why
what
would
I'm
you
saying,
get pulled
but
over?
what I'm trying to tell you is everything is not the same. It's all not one thing.
But is it the law?
What is it? The law that what?
Is it a law to come
Is
over
there a
legally?
law?
Is there a law?
There are rules that processes that you should follow. Yeah. So you're breaking rules. You're breaking the rules, but you're not necessarily breaking a law.
So what happens if you
Not
break the rules?
necessarily.
Then you suffer the consequences. But the consequences should not. Look, no one is saying no one should suffer the consequences. You guys are getting things mixed up. Okay. What we're
Sam.
saying is that you should not be brutalized or beaten up or treated inhumanely for even if a criminal act in America.
Just for any law.
For any law, whether it is the highest in the land, you still have due process.
It's a misdemeanor just like a theft from Walmart and an assault. But you can't go to jail for it. Okay.
Process. You're still innocent until proven guilty.
Innocent until proven guilty.
Right.
What are you talking
No,
about?
we agree with all
that's
that.
stupid.
But what's happening
It's
now
clear they're
is
not
guilty until no proven. It doesn't matter. You're just guilty.
It's on both sides. But like,
Yeah.
if you're going after
you're
someone that's
illegally
breaking the
there.
law, right? So speeding or whatever, and they're lawfully pulling over and obeying your command, right?
See, these guys have to go with what Don Lemon is convincing them that a misdemeanor, it's nothing. So they have to go around that. And even by going around that, agreeing with them that misdemeanor, you can't get jail time or you can't get a criminal record. They make good points. Listen.
If you're going after someone that's breaking the law, right? So speeding or whatever, and they're lawfully pulling over and obeying your command, right? Then there's no issue. Are they going after people that are like calm and gentle?
Yes.
They are?
Yeah,
They're not resisting at all?
These people are, you just grab people and say, get on the ground and get in the car. And then someone will say,
That's what they
well,
do.
For
They
what?
don't have warrants at all?
For no.
You don't need a warrant.
No warrants.
No, when it
warrants.
comes-
Are you watching? Are you paying attention?
You're not even paying
No, I
attention.
don't-
watching
I mean, I
both
don't
sides.
believe the news.
No,
I can't
to-
watch the news because you don't know who's.
Well, I'm with you on that, but
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
just saying,
you're
I
not
don't know who
seeing.
knows.
No,
I'm
you
just
got to
trying to-
know. I
gotta
love
know,
that you're
man.
talking to me and challenging me, but you have
I'm
to
not trying
know.
to challenge you. I'm just trying to understand because you're saying misdemeanor and different levels of law. Just break
Guys, you got to know, like Don Lemon.
it down to the most simplistic, right?
There are different levels of breaking the rules and what crime means.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
I,
But there's,
I
when you
think
break
that
the
when
rules
it comes
and break
down,
the laws,
it's
there's always
like
a
crime
penalty.
is crime. There can be different levels. And when I use Japan as an example,
Crime is
it's
crime.
not because I'm just saying, coming from a country myself that is corrupted, that you see crime here is nothing compared to what you see over there. People hanging from bridges by the necks, some even with no head. Crime is the worst that you can see. Go to Mexico, and I don't mean
Stretches.
Cancun.
The head
Go to
comes
Mexico,
off.
Central Mexico, the real Mexico. There's crime at the worst. So what I'm saying is it starts little, and then it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, till it gets to the point where you can no longer live in a country like that. And
Yes!
this is where the U.S. is heading. And I was telling
Yes!
my husband...
That's never going to happen in
I was
America.
telling my husband twice.
Okay.
Man, let me tell you,
Never gonna.
America's been around for hundreds of years. That's not going to happen in America.
No, because we got Trump.
I mean, anything is possible.
It's not. Anything
Anything
is
is
possible.
possible.
The only thing that can make it go to the level that you're saying is if America becomes a dictatorship, an authoritarian nation. And in
Yourself.
order to seek a more perfect union, you have rules that you live by.
He said it himself because of the rules and the laws that we have in place. Exactly. Those rules and those laws are being broken left and right, and people are not being accountable, and it gets to the point where little by little starts growing and growing till it gets to a place where you can no longer live and be safe.
You know, I think that
And it's heading that way.
It only gets to a place like that if you have a country that doesn't have a constitution, and that where you have to treat people a certain way, and you have to.
Does a country have a constitution when they allow 10 million people in 4 years? Illegally? No border wall?
Innocent until proven guilty. Due process.
No.
What do you have?
Process.
Right. What do you have to prove to me that I am deserving of being sent to a detention center?
Don, if you interviewed me, I'd go, Don, give me an example of due process. Can you? What would you like to see happen? What do you mean due process? They're getting due process. It's a process, and it's due.
People from Venezuela, people from Haiti, Cuba, all over the country, in Mexico, they are doing mass deportations and they're using force. Nothing like you see here in the U.S. They're not pulling you over and checking out, let me see if you're legal to be here. No, they start beating you up and then they question you later.
We're there. That's happening.
Not even close.
No, ma'am, you have not.
You don't
Are you
get it,
kidding
ma'am.
me? Are you not watching what's happening?
Are you
not seeing the
joking?
statistics of the people who have no criminal backgrounds, who are being locked up and deported?
He gets
The
eaten
way
alive.
that you and I see criminal backgrounds are totally different. Crossing the border illegally, that's a crime. You don't
It's
see it that way,
not-
but I do.
It's not a criminal offense.
Okay.
What happens though if you break the rule across the border?
then someone says stops you or whatever, or you get a citation or a notice, you have to go to court. But if you want to deport people, I think that you should. I think you should be able to deport people, but you have to show them. Listen, before you go to court, you have to show. I just can't stop you and say I suspect that you are here illegally. That's what they're doing, and before they find out if it's real or not, they are putting people in handcuffs and taking them to detention centers. That should not happen. That is what's happening right now.
Is that what's happening, Don?
And so it is the same as what's happening in Mexico. And if you don't see that happening, you're not paying attention. So the problem is, I believe,
this is the problem.
It's not the deporting of people. Obama deported more people than any other president.
Exactly.
It's in the way that you do it. You have to
Stuff.
follow the rules, the law, and the Constitution.
This has been happening years. So we need to come.
No. This has not been happening for years. Putting kids in cages, that's a whole different thing. You should not be doing that, okay?
No, but that's
rounding people
bad.
up off the streets and putting them in a detention center and deporting them is a whole level of corruption.
No, but we do.
No, it has not been happening for a while. I'm not going to sit here and continue to argue with you.
My dad was here during the Ronald
You're
Reagan.
lost. It gets really hairy here. Well, a little hairy. Some nut walks by.
Yes.
But we don't agree with that.
Well, are we still on? We're still on. Okay.
What history book have you read? American history. Have you read American history? American history. Have you read it?
I don't know if you
Have you read?
North America.
No. Have you read American history?
Mexico is part of
American
North America.
history. We talking about slavery, minorities.
Okay.
Have you read it?
Yes, I have.
So if you're a minority,
Yes, I
did
have.
you like being grabbed, pushed, and thrown in a vehicle
No,
in
we
front
don't
of your
agree with
kids?
that. We don't agree with that.
No. You said he's not a criminal. Where did you read that?
Who's not a criminal?
Who? You. Let's repeat. Go back. We're watching.
Okay.
I don't know if she said he wasn't a criminal, but she's saying that it
No, I
wasn't.
said my dad was here illegally.
We're talking
He's talking about Trump being a criminal, right?
Yes,
Trump?
we're talking about the issue,
Okay.
the why.
Okay, to
The
begin.
why.
No, to
The
begin.
why.
Okay.
Let's get with the why.
Oh, I hate
No.
people like that.
You tried it, he tried it. The why.
Okay. I don't know what
The why.
Nervous and out of breath.
See, so she haven't read history. Thank you.
Okay.
Good
Ma'am,
point.
hold on. I will say you read geography because Mexico is in North America.
We're talking about history.
And also, there's
we're talking
North
about being
American
whipped.
history.
We're talking about slavery.
Whipped.
We're talking about minorities.
You were
and
whipped?
things that's being taken away from us. You're not talking about that.
You want to talk about what was taken away from the Mexicans?
Ma'am.
More than half of the
We're
U.S.
talking
used to be
about-
part of Mexico.
So right now they're being
So if we're
beaten.
talking about that,
You're
yes.
talking about your own people.
Let's read history,
You're doing
but
them
let's
no
do it
justice.
the right way.
You're doing them no justice.
No, do you?
You're doing them no
But you
justice.
do know that more
Get her.
than half of the
Peace.
U.S.
Don't
used to
hold
be
her
part
back.
of Mexico, right?
Peace.
Yes, I know my history. I know my history.
So listen, I loved having this conversation with you,
I'm
but I
glad-
think you
I love
need
meeting
to go and read up on what they're doing with people.
You need to read
because
up.
I'm with you. Come over the right
She's
way.
smarter than you.
There are rules, right? Polar chaos.
That's getting out of hand.
Oh no, come on, guys.
Priscilla.
Come on.
Priscilla.
Uh-oh.
But I do want to
Priscilla.
say, though, that in order for us to fix the problem,
We gotta go.
in order for us to fix the problem, it needs to start at home. So it needs to start in our countries,
Yeah.
at home, before we come here and we try to make it where the problem is here. It needs to start in our own countries.
Yes.
Mexico needs to fix their problem.
Thank you. Tell me your name.
Letty.
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 It was a real pleasure meeting you. I love
Nice
talking to
meeting
you.
you.
Him,
Oh, sure
I
you
don't know,
did.
not so much. I'm messing with you. I'm messing
Oh,
with
he
you.
gets to put up
Who's
with
this guy?
So he's
I'm going to sit
patient.
here and argue
Hi,
with
it's
you.
Lola. Hi, Lola.
That's on them.
Oh my gosh, how are
You
you?
do watch. Don Lemon, Lola.
Oh, you guys knew? Okay. How,
I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it.
nice to meet you guys.
You suck, Don. You blew it, Don. That's what he does. That's his thing. That's how he tries to win debates. He just comes out and lies. Misdemeanor. It's not criminal. Oh, guys, you know what? I don't really want to go. I don't want to go inside. I shouldn't say that because she watches the videos now. I do want to go inside. I'm kidding. I can't wait to go inside. Maybe we'll watch a ball game. Can I say something? The best video ad I've ever done is My Heritage. I'm not even promoting them right now. And I don't even know why I'm talking about it. I thought it was a pretty big deal when I found out, when I was using My Heritage, that I'm related to Princess Diana. That I'm related to... She's my cousin. Winston Churchill is my cousin. None of my friends care. I bring it up. I tell them. I say, hey, I tell them what I just said to you. And they just go, oh. What do you mean, oh? I got royal blood in my body. Why isn't this a big deal to anybody? It should be a big deal to you. And you know what? You can do it they give you a 14-day free trial. And you guys should sign up. Maybe I'll put a link in my description because they are my sponsor. And I really appreciate them. Believe me, I really appreciate it. I actually reached out to them. I said, hey, this is what I found. You want me to do a video? Yeah, we do. Wonder if the woman got crest today. Sure hope so. I want to get it delivered in a taxi cab. The kids are really demanding. And that's, that's why. Because we usually... I almost think the woman was going to do it. Oh, that's a good idea, Kylie. Yeah, maybe we will DoorDash the crest to the house. Anyways, I know I haven't been on here for a while. To tell you the truth, the YouTube space, and I'm getting over it. And maybe I'll do a video about it, but it's been really grossing me out lately. The creators that I'm around, you want to talk about integrity, honesty, credibility, it's just not there. I know it exists in other countries. I know there's a good group. There's great groups of creators in other countries that get along and are awesome. But where I am, yeah, I'll do a video on it. I'll do a video on it one day. And I don't know why I just brought that up. I think YouTube had a bad taste in my mouth. It had a bad taste in my mouth. So I took a break. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.